Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. For three, Smith. It's rebounded by Banchero. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's Orlando now. Pass to Carter. Down low. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Şengün. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And we talk about the importance of confidence often. There, Wagner demonstrating why you need to have it.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Şengün, no good. Inside. Here's Carter. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business. Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And it's Wagner missing. To the middle. And Şengün throw it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Pass to Shepherd. Stolen by Carter. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Explosion to the rim. Bang, not backing down.
Over to the wing. Now here's Durant. 14 feet away. It's good.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Houston in the lead. Durant looking around. That three's off the mark. And it's the Magic with the ball. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Just too much speed on the break. Bane getting way out front for the finish.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Orlando making a switch here. And here's Shepherd for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
If you're looking for the game's next great shooter, keep an eye on Shepherd. This kid is special.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
A little mid-range shot is up. And it's Houston scoring again. 54 seconds left in the first quarter here. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. 36 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Wagner off the drive. Thompson with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Orlando. Here's Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Carter's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Houston with another miss. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Orlando ahead, up 2. After this break, we'll be back with this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. BA, back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. The short one's on the money. Matate's got 5 points.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
First personal foul. First team foul. In for the Magic. Number 4.
Houston working the ball around. Şengün. That one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Bane. Back to Black. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Tate. Tries again. Capella can't get it to go. Magic leading by 9. Here's Black. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Shepherd. Now Durant. Durant draws the double. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
How prolific a scorer is KD? He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
And it's a blessing to have a big with the mobility of Wagner.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
To the inside. Here's Batase. Hey, rejected by Capella. Here's Şengün. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Suggs surveys the D. Batase can't hit. Rockets trail by 9. Thompson outside. Back to Şengün. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Batase.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And here's Shepherd for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Shepherd's got 6 points.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Back to Wagner. Shoots over Şengün. And another miss by Orlando. There's a minute 34 left in the second period. Thompson, no good. Orlando leading by 6. The 3 from Suggs. The shot, no good. And probably one of the least favored opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of you. This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as many as 11. And here's Shepherd for 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. Rockets trail by 3. And it's Thompson penetrating. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
From deep, Payne. Adams grabs the miss. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 10-2 run here. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Caro in the post. Pass to Suggs. Clock at 4. Goes up on the wing. Adams grabs the miss.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Orlando ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Pass to Carter. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Durant. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Wagner with a steal. And it's Orlando on the break. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Thompson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Franz Wagner. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Wagner for 3. Thompson pulls it in. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Durant for three. KD splashes the triple.
Defensively, you try so hard to not allow Durant looks from three. But KD, look, he's just able to score.
Here's Banchero. Buries it down low. Banchero's gotten his second bucket.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
For three, Durant. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. Banchero getting busy on the break.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Durant gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Houston making a change here. Orlando leading. Wagner with it. Durant covering. Paolo Banchero flushing it home.
Yeah, with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
In terms of two-way guards, Graham, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Orlando moving the ball around. Outside Carter. Back to Banchero. There's the three. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
.151 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. KD out here flexing on people.
Showing the grit, KD is no stranger to physical defense.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seal it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Picked by Carter. Down low. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:06 left in the third. Pass to Eason. From the arc. Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. And here's Black. Takes a three. Okogie pulls down the board. Three-pointer. Houston with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Black outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Launches it from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Fires the three. Nice shot by Okogie. Okogie's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back after this.
51.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Şengün. Over Wagner. Here's Capella. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
They're such a bruising physical player. Capella is often tough to guard without fouling.
And he can't hit the second. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Batase. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to put one up here. From down in the low post, it goes.
Assisted.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Okogie. Houston working the ball around. Poke loose. To the paint. On the break. They get the rebound. Batase can't hit. Rockets trail by 9. Up top, Capella. Pass to Okogie. To the wing on the left. And here's Shepherd for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Inside. Here's Black. Excellent D there from Capella. Here's Shepherd. Black defending. Now here's Şengün. Pass to Shepherd. Just 5 on the clock. The shot from 20 feet out. Oh, a perfect jumper.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And we've got a timeout from Jamahl Mosley. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamahl Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Suggs. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Cash from downtown.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Durant. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Second team foul.
Rockets trail by 7. Durant! Ooh, the three doesn't go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Banchero flushes it down with both hands.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Durant fires! Another shot. Beyond the arc. It's money from deep.
Big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
Carter outside. Now Suggs. Shoots a three. Ooh, the shot misses.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Durant knocks down the trifecta.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. And look at Franz Wagner, proving he can deliver down the stretch.
They double-team Thompson. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Durant. 16 feet out. He launches, and he nails it.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure